Hey y'all. So, jointly walking down a one-way street. You know what I'm saying? Like the wheels done fell off. Now it's me and you. We walking. But it's a one-way street. Now, if you think about it, it's like, cool, we walking together, but where are we going? You know what I'm saying? It's pros and cons. It could be we're walking to the end goal. You know what I'm saying? Like after all of that communication, after all of that hard work, we finally came to a compromise. This is how the life that we're supposed to be living together. That's beautiful. Let's continue walking down this one-way street. There are absolutely no distractions because we spoke about it. I know how you feeling. You know how I'm feeling. I know what you're looking for. You know what I'm looking for. It's nothing. It's me and you. But, but, what if we're not walking to the end goal? You know what I'm saying? What if we've come to the understanding that it's going to be me and you for the rest of life, but I'm still strong on my feelings and you're still strong on your feelings, but I'm not letting you go and you're not letting me go. So in the midst, even though while y'all walking and all that, it doesn't seem like it's a mess, but it's a mess. You know what I'm saying? That makes absolutely no sense. If you guys came to the understanding that it's y'all for the rest of life, that's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But in life, there is always a plan. I hate it when people sit here and say, hey, you can't live life with a plan. You're right. You can't. But I feel like, again, once again, this is me personally. I feel like in order to move in life, it's like there has to be some type of plan. I'm not sitting here saying you come up with a plan and it's going to work. No, I'm living proof. It's not going to work. But if you have an end goal, you can figure out different ways within your plan to make it work, though. At least you do have an end goal. You know what I'm saying? Like if the end goal is for me to sit here and have a family, to sit here and be a husband or wife, let me look at certain things that I was doing that could potentially, you know what I'm saying? That could have been messing with my end goal. And that's why it never happened. Or no one likes to think about this. Maybe you're not as well put together that you think you are. Maybe it's you. If ain't nobody gonna say it, I'ma always say it because I had to deal with this and no one said it. I saw how my life was not going in a positive direction. And I'm just like, look, at some point, it's not everybody else. Like, girl, it's you. Of course, I sat in my little corner. I cried for a little bit. I prayed. But that's why I always sit here and I say, I get it. A lot of people out there may not look at prayer in that sense. But if I have something to say, I'm going to say it. I'm telling you, you take the time out, you sit here and focus on you and pray about it real quick. I promise everything will start to make sense. But if you realize, you know what, everyone else is not the issue, like deep down inside, I am the issue. I feel like when you sit here and you're able to sit and come to the realization that it's you, that's beautiful. You might not like it though. You might not believe it, but I'm going to tell you, it's true. It really could be you. Sometimes you are the problem. And a lot of people would never in life say, yeah, things didn't work out or situations didn't work out because it was me. If you don't sit here and push that pride to the side and understand, if I'm trying to be this in life, a lot of things have to change. So, if y'all sitting here and you just know it's me and you forever, nice. But what's the plan? Things are not gonna, it's not gonna be a smooth ride, but life is not a smooth ride. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if life was as smooth as people pretend, that it is, we would all make it. And like I'm in a good stance, but for me personally, how I view my life, I don't think I made it yet. I'm really close though, but I didn't make it yet. And I'm not that prideful to sit here and make it seem like, yeah, I'm a big shot. No, no, I'm not. And if anybody tell you that, tell them where they hear that at. And what do I need to do to become this big shot? But no, I just really feel like if it's the two of you guys and forever is in the mix, you can't sit here on a go with the flow. I absolutely hate that. I feel like at a certain age, we can sit here and go with the flow. That's beautiful because unpredicted moments that just happen, I feel like those are the best things ever. But you don't want to sit here and be sitting on a cloud not knowing what your next step is. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the next move? Even if the plan fails, it's okay. It's fine. Figure out another way. At the end of the day, you gotta make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? If it's the both of y'all in this relationship, I do not believe in the 50-50 because it's like, and when I say 50-50, I'm not even speaking about a financial aspect. I'm talking about everything within the relationship because you can't tell me every day, like for the rest of life or however long y'all plan to be with each other, that you're always going to show up with 50%. You're not going to. Because what if your mental is not in a good place in that moment? You're not going to be showing up with 50. You might be showing up with 20 and he or she is going to I don't want to say have to, if y'all in it together, it shouldn't even have to be a question. Like, hey, can you be here a little more for me? No. Like, if you're in a relationship and this is your person, you shouldn't have to ask for that. It should just be like, you know what? It's me and you, and I do love you. Wherever you fall short on, I'm always here to pick it up for you. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, do not continue walking down that one way street and you're looking at A and your partner is sitting here looking at M. It doesn't make sense. Like, how did we jump from A all the way to M and you got there by yourself? You know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of people do not like to talk, but talking is great. But I do realize you can't talk too much though. Don't do what I do. You can't talk too much because I do see in a stance how that could potentially be overwhelming because of like, if we just talked about this yesterday and you're bringing it up again, I think now I can sit here and say that it's coming off in terms of nagging opposed to the clarity that you say that you do want. You know what I'm saying? But walking down a one-way street, that does not make any sense. At that point, I'm telling y'all, communication has to be had because I'm not going to sit here and go around in circles with you until we figure it out. No, we're not going in circles. I'm here with you to the end for us to figure it out. But in the midst of us trying to figure it out, we got to be doing something. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to be reaching towards something. Like, there has to be some type of goal. And then maybe your personal goal and my personal goal could actually bring us closer together. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not mad at the walking down a one-way street because it's pros and cons. You have to look at your relationship in the stance that it is. Like, how much are you willing to put in? How much is your partner willing to put in to make it work? Even though the end goal is to always make it work, make sure that the make it work for your partner is a genuine make it work, not just sitting here like, yeah, we've done all this and that, you know what I'm saying? I really don't feel like sitting here finding someone else. No, do not sit here and look at me like I come number two I do not come number two to anyone. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, I would say sit here and have that conversation. Alrighty, y'all. I will speak with y'all soon.